Good morning, students. Today we have to see lesson 2 optics, page number 16. Learning objectives of today class are understand the lens and its types, understand the position, size and nature of image, refraction through a convex lens and application of convex lens. First we have to see lens on page number 19. What is lens? A lens is an optically instrument transparent medium founded by two spherical refracting surfaces or one plane and one spherical surfaces. What is transparent medium? Is a medium allowing light to pass through it. We know about the refraction. When a ray of light travels from one transparent medium to another indirectly, the path of the light undergoes deviation. Next, we go to the classification of lenses. What are the types of lenses? Convex or biconvex lens. Here bi means two. Both sides are, it's like a convex type. Convex lens is a lens founded by two spherical surfaces such that it is thicker at the center than at the edges. We compare the two diagrams. Two diagrams are same. What about the middle? Middle is thicker than the edges. A beam of light passing through it, it converged to a point. What is the meaning of converge? Come together from different directions or focus. Next one, concave or biconcave lens. It is a lens founded means combined by two spherical surfaces such that it is thinner at the center. See the diagram? Thinner at the center than the edges. A parallel beam of light passing through it is diverged or spread out. Diverged means separate from one point to different directions. It like a scatter type. So when we see the concave lens and the biconcave lens, both spherical surfaces are thinner. You see, thinner at the center. Center la thinner, slimmer than edges. Then go to the other types of lenses. Plano-convex lens. If one of the faces of a biconvex lens is plane, ஒன்று flat-ஆ இருக்கும், இன்னொன்று எப்படி இருக்கும்? Convex. Convex means it is outwardly curved. Here, you see the refractive surface. This is outwardly curved. This is plane. It is known as a plano-convex lens. Then, other type, plano-concave lens. See the diagram. If one of the faces of a biconcave lens is plane, that other side is plane, then it is known as a plano-concave lens. So one side is like a plane surface. What about the other side? It's like a concave type. Then the important rules: image formed due to refraction through a convex and concave lens. When an object is placed in front of a lens, we always place left side of the optical. Then from a lens, the light rays from the object fall on the lens. The position, size and the nature of the image formed can be understood only if we know certain basic rules. There are three rules given for the concave as well as convex lens. Rule number 1, see the diagram. When a ray of light strikes the convex or concave obliquely, that means indirectly, at its optical center. In the ஓங்கிறது தான் இங்கே optical center. So it strike to the optical center means it continues to follow its path without any deviations. After the optical center, it go to the another transparent another side without deviations. Same rule for the two lenses. Then we go to the rule number 2. When rays parallel to the principal axis, see the diagram, this red color ray is parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis. So it is parallel to the principal axis. Then strike a convex. Suppose concave means it is parallel to the principal axis. It strikes. the refractor rays are converged. So here converged, focused at f2, or appear to diverge from. Suppose that is a this type of lens means it is diverged, deviated from a particular point from the principal focus. That's the rule number 2. Principal axis க்கு parallel இருந்தா அது எப்படி போகும்? Focus ஆகும், ஒரு particular pointல focus ஆகும். இங்க convex lens, that is concave means it is diverged. Then rule number 3, when a ray passing through a convex lens are directed towards the principal focus strikes a convex or concave lens, the refractor ray will be parallel to the principal axis. A ray is passes through the focus. After the refraction, it is parallel to the principal axis for the both lenses. Here also the same. It is passes through the focus. So after the refraction, it is parallel to the principal axis. Then next topic, refraction through a convex lens. There are 6 cases for the convex lens. First one, we place the object at infinity. So this is optical center O. This is f1 focus, f2 other side, that other focus, c1 c2 center of curvatures. We always place the object on left side of the optical center. So in the side தான் நம்ம object place பண்ணுவோம். So when an object is placed at infinity, infinity means it is the longest distance, a real image is formed at the principal focus. Object placed at infinity means what about the image? Image formed at the principal focus. The size of the image is much smaller than that of the object. Object size ரொம்ப பெருசா இருந்துக்கும், இன்ஃபினிட்டில இருக்கு அப்படின்னா இங்க image எப்படி இருக்கும்? That size is very very small. It's like a point or diminished size, very very small size. Suppose the second case, now the object placed beyond C. What about C? C is a center of curvature. This is C or 2f1, center of curvature, center for the particular curve. So 2 center of curvature, C1 and C2 for this lens. So here we place the object, AB is the object. When an object is placed behind the center of curvature, the C க்கு கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி behindல வச்சிருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா, the real and inverted image is formed between the center of curvature and the principal focus. So we place the object here, but what about the image? After the refraction, we know the rule, it is parallel to the principal axis. So after refraction, it passes through the focus. One ray is passes through the optical center means without deviation it passes. So both also meet in a particular point. So B dash A dash is a image. So the size of the image is the same as that of the object. Object எவ்வளவு size இருக்குமோ அதே size இருக்கும், but it diminished size. It also diminished size. Then you see the third case, object placed at C, C1 center of curvature 1. We place the object pins. A real and inverted image is formed at other side of the center of curvature. We place the object at C1 means we get the image at C2, other side. What about the size? The object size as well as the image size is same. Then case number 4, object placed between F and C. You see, this is F, this is F, this is C. So we place the object between F and C, AB. So principal focus, a real and inverted image is formed behind the center of curvature. Behind the center of curvature means the other side beyond C2. So we place the object here. 2 rays comes from the object. One is parallel to the principal axis means rule. After the refraction, it passes through the focus of other side. That second ray, it passes through the optical center. So without deviation, it passes. So both rays are meet at a particular point. So here we get the image. The size of the image is bigger than that of the object. ஆப்ஜெக்டோட சைஸை விட இமேஜோட சைஸ் ரொம்ப பெருதா இருக்கும். Then you see the case number 5. Object placed at the principal focus F. Here we place the object F1 principal focus. Here we place means the real image is formed at infinity. You compare the two lines, it's like a parallel lines. Parallel lines never meet. So we get the image at infinity. First rule, a ray parallel means after refraction it passes through the focus. A ray passes through the optical center means without deviation it passes. So both also meet in the infinity maybe. So we get the image at infinity. What about the size? The size of the image is much larger than that of the object. When object comes closer to the optical center, the image size is increased. Then the last case, it's a special case. From the first case to 5 cases, we get real images, but in the 6th case, we get virtual image. Object placed between the principal focus F and optical center O. So this is optical center O, then principal focus. So we get virtual image. What about virtual image? A ray is parallel to the principal axis. After the refraction it passes through the focus. Then second, this ray is passes through the optical center, so without deviations, but the two rays after refractions never meet, but the both refraction rays are comes from a particular point. You see, we extend to the left side means it meet in a particular point. So here we get the image. So in this case the object and the image both also at the same side, that is left side of the optical center. This is the special case. We get virtual image. It's not a real image, it's a imaginary image. Then applications of convex lenses. We used in camera lenses to focus the particular object. They are used as magnifying lenses. What is magnifying? We take enlarged size means we use this type of lenses. Then they are used in making microscope. Microscope means it is an optical instrument used to viewing very small objects. For example, the animals or plant cells. The size of the cell is very very small, so we can see in enlarged size with the help of microscope. Then telescopes to see the larger distant objects, and slide projectors. They are used to correct the defect of vision called hypermetropia. Hypermetropia means it is a long-sightedness. It is due to the shortening of eyeball. Hypermetropia defect can be corrected using a convex lens. Thank you, students.